Okay, welcome back to the live stream. I'll be hosting at the forefront now, as Kieran will be racing in the Gold Roof. And we're going to do it slightly different from here onwards, as Kieran will be racing and commentating live from the race seat, let's say. Of course, you'll be seeing the stream from my point of view, as we see the tracks. As we see the race on the track, but Kieran will be commentating from his car, so that it gives you a little bit of an insight of how the race intensity increases towards the end. So that'll be interesting. So we're just waiting for everyone to turn up. At the moment we've got Danny Scholes, Dung Beetle, which is Callum, Kieran and Hotstox kart.
I think this is it.
This is it. This is the last chance qualifier. The last chance, is it? So
yeah, last chance to get in.
Of course, don't forget that don't forget that Danny Scholes had issues earlier on because she couldn't find her update. Couldn't update the game quick enough. There was lots of problems with the update anyway beforehand. So
yeah, we've just realised that we are facing the wrong way.
I was going to say, I thought I was going the wrong way.
Left, not right. I was happy with it. That's my home way of doing it. I was happy to go right, but I was trying to do a little sneak of don't say no.
The night is continuing in the same way as it was earlier.
Take two again.
There we go. Okay, so the guys have just lined up ready for this last chance qualifier into the Gold Roof. Of course, we've got Hotstox kart, Kieran on the front in the black and the red, so watch out for him. Callum, very similar, black and red and gold, yep. And then Angleby in the blue, white and orange, and at the back is Danny Scholes in a usual purple and green with the white roof as they all rev up. There we go. It's a good start from Kieran. Just ahead of Hotstox kart then.
I've done that, but yeah, I've got ahead.
So Angleby has just gone the inside of Hotstox kart, so they're side by side as they go into the next corner. Danny Scholes not too far behind, with Callum bringing up the rear on his own. So Hotstox kart overtakes Angleby again as they go into the next corner with Danny Scholes. She makes a good dive in the inside of Angleby and she's got him. So Danny Scholes goes up to third. Kieran's still leading then, and is gapping Hotstox kart, just about holding on, he says. A little bit rusty maybe. Angleby gets back ahead of Danny Scholes, and so Danny now, a push, a little bit of a push for Angleby into the wall. So Danny and Angleby are having a great fight here, with Callum looks like he's struggling at the back there on his own, as Kieran is still leading with Hotstox kart second, but he's not letting Kieran get too far away. So Hotstox kart is not under any threat from anyone else, so rather than defending, he's going to be on the full attack. And Kieran of course, we'll just need to focus on the road ahead rather than keep looking behind, which is easier said than done.
Yep, very easy said and done.
So Kieran's still leading then. There's Stock's kart. Danny Scholes is now in third. Angleby's dropped off way back to practically in the arms of Callum. So that means Danny Scholes is in third, but she's on her own. I don't think she's going to catch up with Kieran and Stock's kart. So,
and it's the top three what goes through as well.
So at the moment it's all good for Kieran and for Stock's kart. Of course, Stock's kart would no doubt take the win if he can, but if he's not careful, he will ruin both races and lose the position in the gold roof. Danny Scholes still in third, struggling a little to get around the circuit. Angleby now trying to catch up, and I think this is going to be the final race here for Callum, as he has just not quite got to grips with the track.
It is a very hard track.
Oh, there is Callum. Oh, and that's Callum has just got in the way of Kieran. And Angleby's facing the wrong way. Yeah, but Angleby's facing the wrong way as well. So now that's added another equation, as Angleby is now in the path of Stock's kart and causing a bit of a problem for him here. But he's got past him. But the laps are pretty much counting down to the last bit here, as Kieran's going to take the win in the last chance qualifier, then ahead of Stock's kart in second. Angleby, of course, is a lap behind, so he's not going to qualify. Danny Scholes does, though, as she takes third. Angleby and Callum are a lap behind. Doesn't matter where they finish, because neither of them will qualify, which is a shame. But well done to Kieran.
It's alright, it's nice and calm with just 5, but you wait when it's like 15 or
it's an empty track, but now it's not going to be.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's going to be absolutely chaos. So now we go into Joller's server for the gold roof.
Okay, so we're in the room ready for the gold roof. Let's have a little look at the names that we've got here. A bit of a reminder, of course, Guy Jolly, who's hosting the room, will be in the gold roof race as well. Darren Parker, Majo, Noxie, who was our final winner from earlier on. Benny, CJ Sandberg, Craig Kellett, who is our current gold roof. So is he going to maintain that gold roof for a second season, or is it going to be given over to someone else? So he needs to retain that title. He's got a big fight ahead of him, as the earlier race proved to be difficult for him. Rob Pellet is there, Stephen Young, Billows, Stock's kart, Danny Scholes, and of course Kieran, who qualified with Danny and Stock's kart in the last chance, which we just watched. So a full packed out grid here, ready for some hopefully close action racing and no doubt a bit of controversy, but we will see. Don't forget we've got the all-comers and the elimination to come after this, and hopefully some of the guys, of course, Callum won't be making the consolation or the elimination, but Angle will be there to make up for earlier on.
Right, so just got told, so we're going to be doing 1 lap round so we can all line up, and then we'll be going 1 lap, full lap round, and then on that next lap, that's the one we're going on. So
like a rolling start, or
yeah, kinda.
Quite.
Maybe not. Basically, it works out we go on the 28th lap. Oh shit! I just hit Sam. Already done the contact.
So, of course, we're all ready. Let's go through the grid as the guys go around. We've got Craig and Benny on the front. Craig in the gold roof, Benny is the silver. Then we've got Rob Pellet and Noxie in the row behind. In row 2, row 3, we've got Guy Jolly, and Mad Joe McCall. Row 4, we've got Billows with Sam Brigg. Row 5 is Youngie on his own, I'm not sure why. CJ and Darren Parker on row 6 behind them. Then we've got Kieran Stockscar, which is the row behind. And at the back on her own is Danny Scholes in the purple and the green. Some serious issues going on with his rolling start grid system. Billows is struggling to stay in position. So there's going to be 2 laps, I think, potentially to go around.
I think this is the one we go on.
So they're heading off. There we go. So Benny takes an early lead. Oh, Sam Brigg hits the wall. It's been spun round really, really aggressively. And there's contact into the first wall. So everyone's been pushed wide. But in the lead, of course, is Benny. Oh, but Benny's been spun by Billows. So Benny's out of question and down to 6th, maybe 7th. And so is Youngie. Youngie's been spun round. Noxie's knocked wide, so it's all chaos here. Mad Joe is the leader with Billows just in second, but Billows has just been taken over by Craig. Craig, oh my god, big hit into Joe. Craig pushes Joe massively into the wall. Craig goes up on 2 wheels, and now it's Billows in the lead. So, oh, Craig again.
Chaos.
Yeah, Craig is really playing the aggressive game here. Full speed into those corners, and oh, Noxie, oh, it's everyone. Rob's in there. Rob's been spun round and into the wall. This is absolute chaos at the moment. Danny Scholes has been spun round, so it really kicking off here. Craig is leading with no roof. Mad Joe is second with no roof. Noxie is third. Billows is fourth. Oh, but Billows goes into the inside of Noxie. Doesn't quite work out. Noxie goes back ahead in third. So CJ and Billows are close to each other for fourth and fifth. Sorry, Youngie is there. Benny. Most people don't have a roof. Rob is down with Kieran. Let's have a look at this fight between Kieran and Rob. So Kieran is up to 8th with Rob just a hair behind him. Oh, there's Rob, no doubt, making a big deal out of the fact it's Kieran ahead of him. Darren is just ahead of Danny Scholes, so Darren is really struggling in this one. So Craig is still leading with Noxie in second, but they've got Sam Brigg in between them, so Sam could cause a little bit of a problem for Craig, as Sam's very close to Craig on the back of him. So CJ is on the back of Noxie. They've got Youngie, Billows and Majo with Benny, Jollers, all kind of bunched up together. CJ and Noxie now. Oh, that's Noxie in the wall. So these two are really fighting out for second. Oh, contact there. Big contact with Youngie. CJ has been spun round, so CJ is out of the question, and much further down the grid. Noxie still in second, then Youngie up to third with Billows in fourth. Benny and then Majo and then Kieran. So Kieran is now up to 7th, so not doing too bad. We've still got Rob and CJ behind him. So Noxie is in second, Craig is our leader, and Craig has got a fair bit lead. Noxie is probably about a half a lap, maybe a little bit less than that. And of course CJ is now down to 8th after being in second. So Danny Scholes now causing problems for Craig. And Craig is comfortably still leading though. Noxie is probably one of the only ones still with a roof. Billows third, Youngie is fourth, Guy Jolly and Benny, Majo, Briggsy and Kieran not too far behind are just... Oh, that's Sam Briggs. But Briggs is actually at the back, so he is a back marker, so that doesn't really matter. Billows is still third, Youngie fourth, Majo, Guy Jolly is 13th, so he's actually being lapped. Majo pushes him aside. Kieran now on the inside of Benny, going in for 6th position. Kieran, oh, he's hit the wall. Up on 2 wheels as Guy Jolly.
I'm holding it.
Yeah, Guy Jolly pushes Benny, who pushes Kieran a little bit wide as well. So Kieran now, look at that move, just pushes Majo wide. It's a fantastic move. So Kieran now up to 5th, so he's moving up, but still very far ahead is Craig. He's just got past CJ the back marker. Noxie. Sounds like Kieran's in trouble.
Lucky. It was.
Kieran has dropped down to 7th, so Majo goes back ahead, so does Benny. Oh, Guy Jolly, a little bit of a tap. And there's Craig, so Craig is only about a quarter of a lap behind Kieran to overlap and overtake, to be a lap ahead. That's how far Craig is doing well and is leading, but Noxie is still keeping on top of Craig, but he's just not catching up to the point where he's going to be able to put an attack on him yet. So Benny and Majo are fighting for 5th and 6th. Kieran has dropped quite far back now, in the palms of... Oh, that's Rob Pellet. And Guy Jolly still causing problems. Stock's cart now getting past Kieran. Kieran is being bullied down to 9th. With Craig, look at that, our leader is behind Kieran. Oh, Kieran gets spun by Craig as well, so yeah, that's the way it goes at BriSCA. So Craig is still leading, then Noxie is still in second, but yep, still very similar in terms of how close he is to Craig. Craig is under no real threat, but of course still under the pressure of all the back markers, and he's got Guy Jolly behind him who's been causing some problems for quite a few. Guy Jolly might want to throw in a bit of spice to this race to get Craig a little bit under pressure more, maybe. So Noxie still in second. He's got Darren Parker behind him, but Darren now at the back of the grid, so Darren having a nightmare as well. Kieran still in 9th, so just struggling a little bit in the latter end of this race, and still a leader, Craig. There's Noxie. Billows in third, still quite away from Noxie, so Stock's cart on the inside of Danny Scholes, and that's just ahead of Craig, so let's keep an eye on this. Craig is always one to stay out of trouble. He pushed his way through to the lead at the beginning of this race, but so far from after that initial bit of aggression has just really got his head down and just staying out of the trouble. Craig known for his level-headedness, so he will just keep going and going. And Noxie is still doing okay as far as I'm aware. There's Noxie. Again, it's pretty much the same between Craig and Noxie. See, there's Craig on the left hand side, Noxie's here, and then next is Billows, who is all the way round here. So this race has settled for these top positions. Benny isn't putting any pressure on Billows. And then up to fifth is Mad Joe, who is actually quite close to Benny. Then it's Rob, who's just behind Mad Joe, and then you've got Stock's car, who's behind Rob. So there's a little bit of a battle going on for fourth, fifth and sixth. Rob on the back of Mad Joe. Mad Joe's car, it's more just a frame than anything. So we're actually running out of laps here, and it looks like Craig is going to come away with the win. Here he comes, Craig Kellett, for the second time in a row is our Gold Roof winner, just ahead of Noxie, who put on a good fight but just couldn't catch him. Noxie takes second. Billows is going to come away. Oh no, it's Benny. Benny's going to get third, and that final podium position, Billows at the last moment gets fourth. Rob takes fifth. Stock's cart takes sixth. Majo takes seventh. CJ is going to come away with eighth. Kieran in ninth. Guy Jolly is going to come away with 10th. Ahead of Darren Parker, Danny Scholes and Young Ian, unless that changes. Here comes Danny. And Darren Parker, look, still going round. Danny Scholes has come around for one more lap. Can she get there before the timer ends? She can. And I don't think Youngie will.
No, Youngie's just sitting there.
So there we go. Craig Kellett wins again with the Gold Roof. He retains the Gold Roof position. So well done to Craig. Noxie in second, Benny in third, Billows fourth, Robert in fifth, Stockscart sixth, Mad Joe seventh, CJ is eighth, and Kieran is ninth, ahead of Guy Jolly.
Right, so we get the top. Try and get the top three in. So we got Craig, who was second. Noxie and Benny, wasn't
it? Yes.
If I can find Noxie. There it is. There we go. Just sent them the invite.
There he is.
Hey, right.
Congrats.
Yeah, cheers.
Did you think you'd get it?
Honestly, I wasn't sure. But I was hoping I could get away, especially starting on the outside. I thought there'd be a big train coming, but...
Well, the thing is, we watched you in the final previously, and it was quite aggressive, where you really struggled.
Yeah.
But then I saw a more aggressive Craig tonight on that gold race. That was you really pushed your way into the league there, didn't you?
Yeah. Just have to make sure I got away and didn't get tangled with anybody.
Yeah. It was good.
All to it.
and Noxie was there, wasn't letting you get away with it, but he couldn't catch up with you. So it was good second for Noxie. Just didn't have the pace to catch you up.
He stole me of a championship. I had to retain the other.
Noxie in here? No, just Noxie, or is it just Benny?
Hello, I'm here.
Oh, no, you're Benny here. You just got that. That's all right. You just got that third position. Just yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got spun out early on.
Yeah, was what same with Billows. He was trying to deal with everybody, trying to be the tank, but quite lucky really.
Yeah, nice one. Anything you want to say, Kieran?
No, just
oh,
rough.
I can hear you now. Is that Luke?
No, it's Luke.
Yeah, it's Luke. Yeah, so that was good. Well done for seconds. You just couldn't quite get Craig. I was just saying you had the pace, but just not enough to catch him. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I mean, the whole time Craig was going around, he was staying out of trouble. Was all clean, and so were you. But you were there, but just the whole time were exactly the same distance apart from him. You just couldn't catch him. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Nice one. Well, cheers, guys. Thank you very much. And speak to you soon. On to the all-comers.
Yep. Let's go ahead. Waiting for him to sort out the all-comers.
Indeed. I might grab a very quick drink.
Yep.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Okay, so the all-comers is lined up back in the roof grades with, of course, Craig, who's going to be lining up a lap behind, so he's got to work double hard for it, as does Noxie in the red, because he came second. So Noxie, I gather, becomes a silver roof, and then you've got Angleby, Danny Scholes in the white roof, Darren in the yellow roof, CJ, Youngie, Badjo, Billows and Rob Pellet in the blue, with Guy Jolly, Kieran in the red roofs, and then Benny in the silver at the back. And away they go. Oh, that's a poor start for Angleby, who gets pushed out of the way. Terrible start.
Get told the time.
Just go when you can. Oh, it's a little bit chaotic. Darren Parker's being bullied out of the way as well. Oh, Danny Scholes, big time into Rob, massively into Rob. Wow, that was huge. So it's obviously Noxie and Craig have got a good start. They're going to have to catch up, but Youngie is now leading. CJ is second with Darren into just about second, just ahead of CJ. Now Mad Joe goes into the third, so CJ drops down 3 positions as Billows goes into the back of Mad Joe. Benny is catching up very quickly already. Oh, there's Youngie. Youngie's lost it. I don't know what happened to Youngie. He's got a big problem. He's actually spun round and he's off the track and he quits. So there might be a problem with Youngie. So Darren Parker is leading without a roof. CJ, I was going to say Mojo, yep, he's just trying to get back on the track and Kieran's trying to get ahead. There's Rob and there's Danny and they're having a real tussle now. Really, it's just causing oh, Craig had Danny Scholes right in front of him, so that's a shame. So Billows is now in second with CJ having a great fight. Benny is up there, so Darren is leading, and it's a fair big gap. So Darren is looking good for this all-comers race. And then we've got Guy Jolly is in 5th with Kieran in 6th, just ahead of Majo. So Kieran and Majo again having a great tussle.
Trying to push me in every corner.
So Darren still leading, and there's got Angleby. Oh, Angleby spins round, but Darren luckily gets away without hitting him. Benny and Billows are both in the wall, and that's Angleby again. Oh, Angleby is in the way of Billows, and that's caused chaos for Billows, and that's really ruined his race. Billows is going to drop down massively because he's on the wrong side of the track. So Darren Parker still leading then. And CJ now into second, Benny into third, and Majo still in 4th. Guy Jolly, Rob, and so Kieran has dropped down again behind Rob, who's been fighting with Danny Scholes. So, oh, and that's Noxie who pushes Angleby out of the way. So Noxie is up to 9th. Oh, Darren's getting a bit of trouble with Billows, but gets away with CJ also with Billows. Billows is getting away with everyone now. So Benny and CJ are fighting out for second and third. This is a close race between these two, and it's looking really good. And CJ goes wide, just a little bit of a tap on Benny there. And let's see where Darren is. Darren is comfortably on his own now with Angleby behind him. We're on lap 10 of 15. Craig is up to 8th. Noxie's up to 9th. I don't think it's quite going to be enough to get round to take the lead. Craig is just behind Kieran, who's in 7th. So there is Rob. Oh, Kieran pushing Billows a little bit, and there's Craig. Craig's going to go past Kieran. There's 3-way now. So Kieran is unsettled. Oh, that's Billows into Craig, into the wall, and that's Noxie as well. So Noxie and Craig getting caught up with each other. Our leader, Darren Parker, is on to lap 14. Benny is actually very close now to Darren, so let's keep an eye on this race.
Oh, Craig.
Darren Parker
straight in front of me.
is going on to his final lap. Benny's getting caught with Craig. Craig is nowhere to be seen. There he is. He's just got a frame left, so this is not happening for Craig.
Darren's on his last lap.
Darren is coming across the line to take the win. Benny takes second. He nearly got him, but not quite. CJ takes third. Majo takes 4th. Guy Jolly takes 5th. Rob Pellet is fighting with Danny, but it's not worth it because Rob's going to take 6th. Noxie takes 7th after starting a lap behind. Kieran takes 8th. Billows is going to take 9th somewhere down the line.
Comes all the way around. Oh no, Craig's back in front.
Where is Billows? There's Angleby.
Craig's coming to the line.
Craig and Billows, yep. 9th and 10th. Angleby's just gone around, so he's got another lap still to do. So it just goes to show how much of a difference it makes if you get caught up in the chaos, how far behind you get.
It's hard from the back, very hard.
Angleby, 11th, Danny Scholes finishes at the back.
Got to try and stay out of the way of traffic.
Of course, don't forget, Youngie didn't finish as well because disconnected. I'm not sure what happened to Youngie, but yeah, it just unfortunately had some problems.
Even Angleby didn't get the time as well when to go, that's why he didn't get going.
So I believe we'll be doing a elimination. Yep, the elimination race has come up.
I don't know what's happened about the gold revenge.
Onto the elimination race then. Quite entertaining, this one, for a slightly different reason. People tend to be a little bit more aggressive, desperate because of...
the time. I'm going blind again.
Probably go in a minute.
When
I
get
would
pushed,
reckon.
that's when I know to go.
Yep. So there's no roof lineups, it's just 3 abreast, all very close together. Darren is
I like being on the outside.
Darren is pushing people back there. Kieran is quite far at the back. He's got a lot of cars to get past.
I'm wondering if we're going on the minute.
And I reckon probably the best thing to do is to stay out of trouble, let everyone else crash at the first bend, and then make up the
I'm
space.
stuck in the middle. I think that might be a bit hard.
There we go,
Yeah,
and they're
on the
underway.
minute.
It's an even start for everyone. Kieran is on the outside. Oh, that's Billows. Billows is... Oh, look at that pile up. That's Noxie.
How the hell did I get out of there? I don't know.
Billows is still causing problems for Noxie and Angleby. Unbelievable. It just goes to show how it just not... Oh, big accident.
That's a big pile up.
That's Darren, that's Majo, that's everyone there. This is really kicking off on this one now.
I got out of it again. How did I do that?
So Kieran up to 3rd now. He's only got Guy Jolly to catch up to with Darren. Darren is proven to be very quick around this circuit. He's got out of all the trouble, and he is quick again. So he's currently leading ahead of Guy Jolly. Kieran is 3rd, just ahead of cold racer Craig Kellett. So Craig is going to be very quick. Rob is also close behind. Benny is there. CJ, big push to push Benny wide. So elimination has already begun. Noxie is already out after having the early tussle and spin out. So Darren is still leading, but Guy Jolly is actually putting on a bit of a fight and putting the pressure on him. So Craig is up to 3rd now. Kieran is down to 4th with no roof.
Thanks to Craig.
Down to 7.
Oh, Jollers and Craig, see you later.
Yeah. So Mad Joe is out, down to 6 already. 6 cars just left in this race.
Catch up with Darren.
There's Darren, and Guy has spun out. So Guy was going to push for the lead, but unfortunately spun out. I think I missed it somewhere. Guy Jolly is eliminated. So here is Kieran. There is Craig. There's a big gap between everyone now. Rob is nearly under threat, but at the moment it's going to be Benny. And look at that. If we look at the race circuit, it's very spaced out, so it doesn't look like it's going to change much. Not going to be much threat to anyone. Potentially Craig is catching up with Kieran, but I don't know if he's going to catch up within a lap. Rob's given up, so Rob is eliminated. It's now down to Craig and Kieran, both very quick races, but Rob's getting in the way. I think Craig has given up now, or is he's trying to turn round. I don't think he's going to be quick enough. No, he's causing some issues with this. He's trying to get in the way of Darren, and that's not worked. Kieran's not going to take the win, it doesn't look like. It was a good fight. Kieran's put up to Darren, but only second for Kieran. Darren takes another win ahead of Kieran in seconds for the elimination. Craig takes third. Rob was fourth. Benny was fifth. Guy Jolly was sixth. Mad Joe Thomas, was seventh, and Luke Knox was eighth.
I think that's it.
Well, thank you very much everyone for joining us on the BriSCA Gold Roof. We'll be back next week for another event.
Hopefully not as
chaotic. Yeah, we'll have it a little bit smoother. I'll be there on time, and I think I'll be racing in the next one, but it depends if I turn up. Again, thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget the touring cars are still going ahead. The race yesterday was at the Le Mans circuit, and the videos are a little bit behind, so we are still looking at getting the videos up for Lego Meggior, which is round 3. The final will actually take place in a week's time. No, sorry, a week and a bit on the Tuesday. So don't forget to miss out on those videos when they do come up. But of course, for me and Kieran, thank you very much for joining us.
Yep. See you next time.